Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Al-Zubi and I'm going to be demonstrating my ESP32 Wi-Fi packet analyzer today. So here we have my ESP32, it's connected to my private Wi-Fi network, and in green here you can see all the incoming packets, and those are of four types. We have four LEDs. Red is going to be ICMP, blue is going to be UDP, green is going to be TCP, and yellow is going to be all the other communication protocols. So you can see here our blue light is going on and off a lot, and that's because it's representing UDP, so we're having a lot of broadcasted messages coming in, and you can also see here in green. So to demonstrate the red LED ICMP, I'm going to ping my ESP32, and we should see a blink 4 times for each of the 4 ping requests. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I have the command R set up here, so once I press enter, we should see 4 flashes from the red LED. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's good. Now green is TCP, so I have a TCP server running on my laptop already, and I have my ESP32 already connected to the TCP server as a client, and so I'm gonna send a message of hello, and we should see the green LED turn on. So I'm gonna go here in my command prompt. I'm gonna type in hello just as a test message, and once I press enter, we should see a flash of the green LED for TCP. Good. So we did see a green flash, and so yellow's other. So anytime we get any sort of ARP requests, we're gonna have that in the yellow, and just any kind of other communication protocol. But yeah, that was me demonstrating my Wi-Fi packet analyzer. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so now I'm just going to explain some of the setup of the code. So you're going to go to my GitHub, and you're going to go to ESP32 Wi-Fi packets, and you're going to download the entire zip folder, and then you can extract it. It doesn't matter where, it just needs to be inside of a folder. Extract all, okay. And so now you can go to Visual Studio Code, and you can do File, Open Folder, and you can go to wherever you put it, and make sure you go inside of here. You need to select the one inside. And so here in the editor, you should see all of this from the GitHub. Make sure you have these extensions: ESP IDF, CMake, and Platform IO, and those can just be found inside of extensions here. You would search them up and make sure to install them all. And so back in the editor, here is where you would change your board type. So if you had a different type of board, you can read the documentation and make sure that you're using the right board title right here. And then in source, the other thing you might need to change, or so you will definitely need to change over here, is your SSID and your password. And make sure for your SSID, don't use apostrophes, because the ESP board does not interpret apostrophes correctly, and so it tries connecting to the wrong SSID. So if you had John's iPhone, make sure you say John iPhone or something else, just no apostrophes. And then include here, you can see our custom header file. So you should have all of this just from downloading it from the GitHub. And then once you go to Platform IO here, you're gonna hit build, and on your first build it's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna speed this up. Okay, so now it has successfully built, and you should notice when you go back to the editor, you're gonna see some new stuff because you built it. You should be seeing this configuration file here. This you can see ESP32 dev. That's my board, so for you it might be different. I know there's other boards, like for example like AZ Delivery Kit or whatever. It's gonna pop up right here. And again, this is where you would change it if you had a different board. And then you're gonna notice the .po, the .vs code, that should be coming in. And then when you want to flash it to your board, you're gonna go back to the Platform IO extension, and you're just gonna hit upload and monitor. However, before you do that, make sure you have the right COM port selected. I don't have anything plugged in right now, but it will let you select the right COM port. And once you hit upload and monitor, you should be able to see inside of this terminal right here. And that should be it. Thank you guys. Okay, so just a little bit of explanation of the code. So in the main file, here we're just including our custom header file. So in there, here we're just defining our hook function, and we're using the hook function from the LWIP library, which can be found in their documentation. So if we just search up LWIP hook IP4 input, we can read on how we use a hook. And basically what the hook does is here, I'm gonna go back to main, find the function. Yeah, so here's the function. Basically a hook is designed to run every single time the ESP board receives a packet. So that's why we don't have to include it in main, because it already runs every single time a packet is received. So here we're formatting the terminal output. We're basically outputting this the IP address that the packet came from, as well as the protocol. So the protocol that comes from our get protocol function, and it's just a simple switch statement, and it uses the protocol number to know which protocol it's dealing with. So for example, 1 for ICMP, 6 for TCP, 17 for UDP, and for others we just have as the default statement. If you want to add others though, you can go to the Wikipedia page here. It's listed at the bottom of the GitHub, and you can see all the protocol numbers. See 1 ICMP, 6 TCP. So if you wanted to add other protocols, you could. You would just, for example, if we wanted to add, let's see, PUP, we would just go in here and we would add another switch. Or so we add another case. So we would just say case 12. And we would just enter the rest of the code. And so then all we have to do in main is call our these functions are just having to do with connecting to the Wi-Fi. You can find many tutorials on that. I had just gotten it from a simple tutorial. And again, here in platformio.ini, this is where you would specify your board type as well as its platform. This framework you shouldn't have to change, because it's either ESP IDF or Arduino, and this does not work on Arduino IDE as of now. You can change the baud rate here if you need to. Yeah, you need these build flags. This is, our custom header file. We need to include that to build. And here is just that has to do with the terminal output, making sure that we're not getting any weird outputs, or sorry, it's a formatting thing basically. And then that should be it.